Welcome to the future, and it's all about making the most of what we've already got. Every item of furniture this company makes is made from recycled goods. Washing machine drums, disused shopping trolleys and old car seats. All very eco-conscious and worthy, but more than that, they sell.
We're dealing with people like Selfridges are now stocking our products in their store in Oxford Street in London. We've got Bosch, they're the manufacturers of these wash drums, they're giving us their waste, whereas before I was having to source it from them. We've got Saatchi and Saatchi, we've just done their reception area. So some big brands. We did predict it'd be slightly more of a personal consumer, but actually we're selling to the bigger brands.
Many design and fashion companies have seized the opportunity. Early adopters in these industries have realised by moving towards more eco-conscious products, they've captured the custom of not just today's fashion victims, but tomorrow's consumers.
Young people are, they're pushing, they're insisting on us going down this route, and it's not a case of doing it for the sake of it anymore, which it perhaps has been in the past. If companies don't change their attitude and acknowledge what people are crying out for, they are going to lose out, and that's financially going to be harmful for the businesses.
The travel industry is at a critical stage, but as has been reiterated recently by the chairman of the World Travel Market, it's lagging behind the strong consumer trend for ethical thinking. It's becoming abundantly clear it's time to stop quibbling and accept that awareness of climate change and local community needs will become the norm, a given for future generations of travellers. And more than that, just as in the fashion and interior design industries, it can throw up great opportunities and shape creativity. Topshop haven't let Peopletree come here out of the goodness of their hearts. The bottom line is that these clothes have got to sell. Fashion label Peopletree uses eco-textiles and works with local artisan groups to meet their environmental needs and develop their market potential. Its founder is the creator of World Fair Trade Day, which takes place in a fortnight. But number one, she runs a business.
Well, I think what we've done at Peopletree is really to set the gold benchmark. If you look at fashion brands who are looking at Peopletree, realising that actually there is a consumer out there that wants fair trade, that wants organic cotton, that cares about, you know, the other side of fashion, not only the mean glamour side of fashion, but who made it and the deal that they've got from it. I think people are waking up, companies are waking up.
The fact is, young people are being inspired by the desire to recycle and conserve, and young people are the markets of the foreseeable future. The travel world can grab this chance and make tourism and travel pioneers for positive change. I see a parallel with the birth of independent travel, which I would argue is now the mainstream, and the parallel decline of the old-fashioned package holiday. My first TV job was presenting a cutting-edge travel show. Yes, that really is me with all that hair. Rough Guide to the World was shown all around the world, initially as a radical alternative to regular holiday programmes. But by the time we entered the millennium, the repeats of Rough Guide were looking decidedly old-fashioned, and not just because of what we were wearing then.
I think if you look back 10, 15 years, it's quite easy to see a time when independent travel was very much a specialist type of travel. It was something where people would make their own arrangements and be seen as being quite adventurous, going off to quite exciting places, unusual destinations. The vast majority of travel then was for packages 1-2 weeks organised through a travel agent. Now, independent travel is almost the norm in the majority of cases. People are very comfortable booking their own trips. I think it's very possible to see that when it comes to the green issue, that in 10, 15 years, people don't just look for a company that has a good environmental track record and say, I'll book with them, but expect it.
And in the suburbs of West London, a budget hotel chain is in a small but significant way blazing an eco-friendly trail. 86 shipping containers bolted together to make 8 stories with 120 rooms. It's the world's first recyclable hotel. It's got to be better than 27 lorry trips a day delivering bricks and mortar, and a dozen huge skips full of waste to get rid of. It's captured the public imagination and boosted the brand's reputation. And if a not particularly glamorous major hotel chain can do it, then anybody can. Of course, we know all about the greenwashing, lip service paying and bandwagon jumping that goes on in the industry, but they get exposed and found out in the end.
Consumers are increasingly savvy, they're very switched on, they're aware of these issues, and they know what to look for. I mean, one of the best ways to check how committed a company is to environmental issues is to ask a staff member, and if their face lights up and they tell you lots of interesting information, it's a good bet that the company is spot on. If the employee sort of shrugs their shoulders, maybe they're just sort of playing lip service to it. So I wouldn't expect that consumers won't spot it if you say something.
I was born in the city, there's no flies on me.
And if consumers don't spot it, you can always rely on rivals to point the finger of blame.
What has happened with Sir Richard Branson is that he only isolated a fuel tank in the aeroplane to fuel one engine. But what we are doing is we are well advanced in the research. We will be powering the entire aeroplane with the new product.
And we can take inspiration from a new generation of entrepreneurs who are changing thinking and helping the world of travel consider very differently what they offer.
When these claims that they make about being responsible is not quantifiable, because responsible tourism is not just about supporting any charities or organization, it goes much beyond it. You know, you work on the triple bottom line, looking into how economic benefits of your travel business can go down to the local people, how you can work in a way that the socio-cultural impacts are reduced, and even to explore the ways where you can increase the positive impacts, and then of course looking into the environment.
This is an example of best practice thinking steered by a passionate individual. Now it's the turn of influential international leaders in tourism to take the reins. The ultimate point here is that this is not a fad, it's permanent. It's not niche, it's becoming mainstream. And the travel operators, airline bosses and tourism leaders who realise this, embrace it and start unleashing creative minds on it, well, they will triumph.
I think the tourism industry would certainly ignore this new interest in sustainability and social issues at their peril, because things are changing and they're changing incredibly rapidly. To offer new ideas, new solutions to ecotourism has to be where the money is. So I'd look forward to seeing those.
I think take note of how other areas of the business sector they've had to change, and in actual fact the people that are at the front of that and they're pushing the boundaries and doing it first, they're the ones that reap the rewards as well. So yeah, just have a look at how other business sectors are operating and where people are being successful.